How often do I visit the UK? Never. Hi, Dylan. Hi, everybody. How's it going? I am pretty good. How are you? UK isn't that bad, is it? It's not that bad, no? We should have a better life out here. I feel like my brightness is it's always darker on my TikTok than it is my YouTube. Hi, Katie. Hi, Ava. Hello, hello, hello. Where'd the sun go? Come back. Is food shopping cheaper? No. Oh, cheaper in the UK, but we're paid. Well, no. Food shopping is roughly the same on average. Looks canny over there. What does that mean? Hi, Renee. Hey, Maggie. How are you? I know I'm back alive twice today. Hi, Strong Eyes. Thank you, Ava. If you guys on TikTok can tap that screen for me, and then press that. Hi, Strong Eyes. Press that share button, and then press the repost. If you can repost the live, that'd be so good. Thank you. Maggie, how was your day today, my dear? Oh, how is your day? Because you're behind me, aren't you? I'm doing good. Good thing you left, because every day from 2026 has been pure rain. I've heard there's been crazy floods and stuff. Is pay better in Florida? Yes. What time is it? 4:50. I have a headache today. The sun, I parked myself right here because it was really nice and sunny a minute ago. Now it's not sunny. Thank you for the follow. Hello. What do you do for work, Maggie? I'm curious. I'm holidaying in Florida next month. Very jealous you live there. I love the channel. Thank you, Grace. I've been jealous of people for a very long time. 5 years. 5 years ago, we started our campaign. Have I found a house yet? We have not found one that matches enough to what we're living in now. You work in insurance. Ew, Maggie. It is beautiful here. I love it. How was my first Super Bowl experience? Jeremy, I loved it. Can people tell you're from the UK? Yes. It's nighttime in the UK, you're lucky. Hello, Fordnado? We can buy the house we're in. Well, we're not 100% yet. We're in talks with the owners next weekend, but they are moving to Japan for 3 years. So a sale is a bonus for everybody. Strong Eyes, thank you. We're about 45 minutes from a beach. Did I say I missed it? What, Jeremy? The game? No, I watched the game. My cousins are out there on holiday right now, and they say it's freezing. Yeah, it's getting better now. Today was highs of 22. Tomorrow is going to be highs of 24, and then highs of 26. So, do I not want a pool? Of course I want a pool. Tony, thank you for the hat. It kind of looks like Florida. I'm in Florida. That's why it looks like Florida. I would like a pool, absolutely, but it's not the be-all and end-all. Unfortunately, I have to think of other things too. Do I like Florida or UK weather? Florida weather. What's my view of Americans? Hi, Brits, I just subscribed. Thank you, Coach. I'm live on 2 platforms, so I have 2 different platforms to read questions off of and answer and stuff like that. My views on Americans. My views are based on North Floridians, and I love them. I heard Florida is buying London. What? I thought you had tiny hands for a second. Nice to meet you. Hello. My name is Emily, if you've not met me before. Hi, TikTok and YouTube. Over here on TikTok, please tap that screen. We've got to get to 10K as quickly as possible to help push the live out to the For You page. And also, if you can share the live out or just press that repost. Riv, thank you for the follow. Hi, Izzy. I'm live on YouTube and TikTok. Are we all crazy compared to your people? Floridians? No, I think the social differences between Americans or Floridians. Hi, Anthony, thank you. The social difference between Floridians and British people is very drastically different. Michelle. Hi, Evelina. I know I'm on again. Travel, thank you for the wink winks. What did you end up making for the Super Bowl? I did some buffalo dip. Maggie! I didn't make the buffalo dip. I bought the buffalo chicken dip. It was delicious. I made some chicken skewers, chips and dip, queso, salsa. What else? And some like dinner rolls. I shoved in the oven. When's the best time to visit London, in my opinion? When it's not raining. Anthony! Thank you. Have I heard of Roblox? Of course I have. Who hasn't heard of Roblox? As a beautician, which eyebrow tinted do I recommend? I want the colour to stick. Renee. I can't remember what I used to use. If you named me some, I'd tell you which one was the one that I used. I can't remember. You have an Adam's apple. Everyone has an Adam's apple? Did I enjoy the Super Bowl? Yeah, I love Super Bowl. I love American football. Have you found a house? Not one that quite matches this one yet. This is still our flagship house that we're in right now. When it's not raining, when would that be? Jeremy, I couldn't tell you. That could be anywhere. Did I everyone loves this question because they like to make it political. Did you like Bad Bunny? I didn't like the fact that I didn't know what he was saying, but I liked the music. But I felt like I should know what he's saying. It's like an American Super Bowl. Bottle of water. Everyone loves that phrase. Carly, no, not those. When am I due? When am I due what? No, Don, I will not be standing up and turning around for you. I'm not a piece of meat, I'm afraid. Jenna, I don't know what that was about. How are you, Jenna? So many people speak Spanish here, and he's an American. I would probably say, I don't know what percentage of people spoke Spanish in that stadium that day. I couldn't tell you. But I would imagine most people had no idea what he was saying. The music was good. Trader Joe's or M&S? M&S. Did you know Andrea Bocelli was singing at the Olympics? No, I didn't know that. My mum would have loved to see that. My mum loves it. I did watch the Super Bowl. I did, and I enjoyed it. How much is £4 in dollars? Maybe $6? The biggest difference you've noticed between the UK and Florida? What's on my face? That's not the biggest thing. That's just one of the things that's very different. Are you wearing leggings? No. We were from Essex, but we weren't from Essex. My husband is British, ex-British military, so we were posted there for the last 7 years of our military career. Hi everybody, TikTok and YouTube. Hi, good afternoon. If you're new here, by the way, my name is Emily. Nice to meet you. If you're over on TikTok, we're at 8.2k. If you can tap to get to that to 10k as fast as you can, that'd be amazing. And if you can repost as well. Over here, I don't know how you share lives out on YouTube. If you know, press a button. My husband was not SAS, no. Did I watch American football before moving here? Not really, no. Are the houses better in America? In my opinion, so far what I've seen, yes. Was it expensive? It cost £14,500 to move from the UK to the US. Do I serve in the military? No. American or British food? I would say American eating out is top notch. So we got to 10k, thank you guys. Is it worth it? 1,000,000% yes. Hi Michelle, how are you? Thank you, Joseph. Hello from New Hampshire, USA. Hi. The sun looks so pretty on you. Thank you, Lacey. Did the 400,000 include the house too? 400,000. That's the cost of the house. 400,000. Did I ever eat beans on toast? A bit. How did it only cost 14,000? Because that's how much it costs to move. That includes, sorry, little lizards. That includes flights, the dogs, the visa fees, the shipping of belongings, the hotel stays, the car rentals. How much is a doctor? It depends on your insurance. Free to, I don't know, $100, $150, I don't know. It varies wildly. There is no one price. It's a very good price. It would have been $9,500 if it wasn't the dogs. Hi, you're in Florida. I know it. I am in Florida. Correct. Did you guys toss all your electronics because of the different voltage? Yes, we did. We didn't bring any electronics with us. See, Rock Life, thank you for the follow. What time is it over there? It is currently 5. We are 5 hours behind. 14,500 is extremely reasonable, including 3 dogs. It would have been 9,500 minus the dogs, which is crazy. Oh, we brought our phones, yeah, but that's not an electronic device that plugs into the wall. So that's why we bought it. How do you follow? There's a subscription button at the bottom right there, somewhere here on YouTube. You realise this country is F-U-C-K-E-D, right? No. The world is, yes. The world is a mess. Do I miss England? I don't. I didn't take the air fryer with me, and I was so upset, but that was one of the first things I actually bought, was an air fryer out here. And I got it like a reconditioned one from Amazon, and it was fab. Do you think you'll stay in Florida, or is there anywhere else you may move to? I think Florida's going to be the one for the current future. The current future. For the foreseeable future for now, I think. Do your kids play any sports? Yeah, my son does jiu-jitsu. My daughter is a competitive gymnast. Air fryers are a priority. They get used very often. What is the tax situations compare between UK and the US? Lower taxes here. She has great pronunciation. Thank you. I have a house in Florida and I recognize the location from the background. I won't say because I respect your privacy. Mark, I thank you, because there's a lot of people that actually don't do that. People will be in my videos and be like, oh, I know where you live. You live on this street. And I'll be like, what? maybe don't announce it, people. So I appreciate that, Mark. Thank you so much. You're in New York right now? Cool. Hey, if you've got a house in this area and you want to sell it, give me the details. What did your parents think about this? Well, unfortunately, me and my dad don't speak. My mother was upset for obvious reasons. Is there a lot of crime in the UK due to the fact that they can't have GUNs? There's still a lot of crime in the UK even though there's no GUNs. Yes. Have I played Fable? I have. I played all the Fables. Do you find it cold in temperatures? Do you find it cold in temperatures that in the UK would seem warm, like it's 22 right now? I don't think I'm that accustomed yet to it. No. I'd say like right now it's 22 degrees and I'm in a hoodie and shorts. So I don't know. I loved Fable 2. Banging. Can you happily live on minimum wage? My dream job in Florida is very low paying. I couldn't tell you. You would have to look at different areas that you'd be able to afford and whether or not you'd want to live there and how much something costs. There's houses in this area that are about $300,000, so in the £200,000 to buy, and they are still bigger than a average 3-bed in England. What part of Florida do you live? Like Tampa or something? South Jacksonville is where we are. Thank you for the welcome, Mark. You've got 3 houses in 3 different parts of the world. That's so cool. Jealous. My first Super Bowl was alright. It's pretty good. I like watching American football and eating food. So, you know, is it sunset time? Sun's coming down, but not yet. Strong eyes. Thank you. I don't know what time sunset is. Maybe 7. That's the one thing I have noticed, actually, that significantly affects your mood and your way of life. When you wake up in the morning, it's bright from around 7. You can actually, it's bright from 7 until like 7 till 7. In England, you know, you'll wake up in pitch black and then people will come home from work in pitch black, which is pretty miserable. You should visit Key West. That's my plan. We are going down to the Keys. I don't know when yet. Counting down the days till I see my fiance again. 141 days to go. Elaine, that's far too long. I do have kids. I have 2. 1 of each. Do you find the US expensive on some items? Yeah. Overall cost of living in Florida is higher, but income is significantly higher too. Obviously, depending on job role. What food is better? eating out is better in America. It's been pretty easy to make friends. I am a bit more of a lone ranger than other people. I like my own company. Bloomy, Tristan, thank you. I like my own company and my husband's company and my house and my own little routine and my own little life. So, hi, living in paradise. I'm not super duper, like, massively friendly. I've never had like a big group of friends. Hey, Bloomy. I do, LM. I like my own space. I like me, my own mind, putting music on in the house, doing something I want to do. Do you know what I mean? Going to the gym. Elaine, thank you for the follow. Hi, Bongwater. I love the keys. QS is a party. A lot of the other keys are laid back. I'm gonna have to go to all the keys. Americans are leaving America in their droves. I don't think so. Would you still have left knowing about everything that's happening right now? Yes. Yes. The life here we have is astronomically better than the UK. What's the best route to move to the UK to the US from the UK? Probably work visas. You can actually go to Americans Indeed website, job website, and you can find jobs. There's a section there that you can click that says jobs that come with visas. And I'm pretty sure Trump doubled the amount of HB1 visas, temporary work visas, for 2026. Or forever, I don't know. Are the houses actually made of wood or just a thing from the movies? I think wood frame is very common, but they also have brick exterior homes. They also are mostly made of, is it stucco? Like concrete? I can't remember exactly. And it depends on what area you live in as well, of what the hurricane risk is, as to what level of hurricane risk your house has to be built to withstand. Yeah, stucco. But is stucco concrete, or is just stucco? Do you know what I mean? Wow, you're really Brits in the sunshine. I know, I'm actually in the sunshine today. It is 5 p.m. We're 5 hours behind you guys in England. Indeed, just Indeed.com, but the American one. Am I used to US time? Yeah, we adjusted to the US time within about 4 days. After waking up at 4 a.m. every single day for the first 4 days, that was exhausting. Is there anything scary that you've come across? We've had 2 snakes in the garden. One was a potential cottonmouth, which you'd have to scroll far down on my TikTok to find it. But there's a video I took of the birds. There were three or four different birds, completely different breeds as well, that shooed the cottonmouth out of my garden. It was the wildest thing to watch. The house in Yorkshire is from my family. They established the house there in the late 1800s. That's so cool, Mark. Any gators? I've not seen any gators, apart from one that is in... Stucco is cement based. Oh, I thought so. Yeah, okay. My name's Emily. I'm so sorry. If you guys ask for me, I'm so sorry. Emily, my bad. Have I seen any wild peacocks? No. I saw them in England, though. Hi, Zaffy. I'm going to turn my screen down a bit because I've only got 15% battery already. I've been in Florida for almost 7 months. Yes, they were protecting a nest. I think that is definitely what they were doing. So cool, though. Biggest change when you come here from the UK? Time change, food, driving, cost of things. Tristan, the biggest thing, we got here in the height of summer. So it was a very big shock to the system, was probably the heat and the humidity. And then it was the size of everything. Everything is much bigger here, including our house, our cars. 7 months is insane, isn't it? Neighbours were very welcoming. Neighbours are lovely. I can't believe it. Almost 7 months. That's insane. Hi, Karen. How are you? Life is amazing for us over here. Are there many Brits around? I know of 2. One has been here they've both been here for a long time. Over like 10, 20 years. One of them who live here, they have a big, beautiful house down the road from us, and I'm like, jealous. He was a builder. Is it not cold at the moment? No, it's picking up now, the weather, thankfully. Have we done a US road trip? I have done a few road trips over the years. One big one for our honeymoon, and we did one in January. Stucco is sand and cement. Concrete is sand, cement, and stone. Mark, well, I learn something new every day. Soldier to Sparky. Hey, yeah. My husband's ex-military, so he did 20 years in the British, in the Royal Engineers bomb disposal. Have we decided on buying the house? No. We haven't decided anything yet. We are still options open, you know. Is there anything that would make me move back to the UK? I don't think so. How does it take? What does that mean? Was the road trip in a car or camper van? Back in our honeymoon, we drove from LA to New York in a car, and then we went to Tennessee in January in with a trailer. I love the view as well. We're from originally from, well, not originally, but we're from Essex. My husband's ex-military, so we were posted there. We didn't live there, if you know what I mean. Have you thought about having a house built? I wouldn't want to swim in that lake, no. We thought about it briefly, but it's you'd have to find a parcel of land, and there's not any land in this area that we like. Why would you move to America? Higher income, lower taxes, better quality of life, better weather 90% of the year. I answer that question. That's probably my most asked question. Why? Why would you do that? I did 10 years, currently emigrating to Australia. Awesome. They pay a lot higher out there as well. I don't miss anything about the UK, unfortunately. Really. Nothing that's drastic enough to make me think about. That sounds bad. Bitey things live in the water in Florida. How did the kids take the move? Very well. Bloomy, it would take a very long time to do sightseeing in the US. It's so big. Oh, it's gonna take forever. Thank you, Maggie. I was about to delete that comment. People are so gross sometimes as well. I'm British. I'm going to Mexico on Friday. Have the best time. Was the culture shock the cost of things? No. Culture shock was the beauty, the weather, and the size of everything, and how lovely our life is now. Higher salary, better quality of life, slightly higher tax, the cost of living, like utilities, etc. cheap. Yes, you know what? It's pretty much similar to here. I remember watching those Australia shows, you know, when they were like, they would weigh up the income versus the how much it costs to rent or have a mortgage, and daily life costs and stuff like that. I love that show. That show was great. It is beautiful here. It's so quiet. Are my kids speaking in American accents yet? Not really. My daughter does a little bit. Oh, that was such a good show. Such a good show, Moving Down Under. Did the driving agency in the USA remove your UK driving license? They didn't remove it, no. We just added a Florida driving license. Is it warm? It's 22 degrees Celsius right now. Plenty of museums, absolutely, if you go into the cities. Transition of healthcare wasn't really that drastic at all. Am I real? Yes, I'm real. Do the other kids in school love their accents? Yeah, they were very quickly made friends. We're not near Disney, no. We're about 2.5 hours away from Disney. We didn't want to be near Disney. That was not a pull for us in the slightest to move here, I'm afraid. I thought healthcare was free in the UK. It's not free in the UK. Taxes are considerably higher in the UK to pay for healthcare of everyone, even if you don't use it. All right, that's my geese. I think people ask you what you miss because they can't stand your happiness. Clem, I haven't thought about it that way. Maybe. You never know. You look AI generated. Is that a compliment? Do you think your kids are going to when they grow up, because they are going to school with Americans? Oh, you mean the accent? I think they're going to have a mixed accent, and eventually they may entirely take over American accent. I don't know. My Super Bowl was awesome. I like a Super Bowl. Right, but if you need to see a dermatologist or a primary care doctor, does it cost in the UK? Dermatologist, you would be on a waiting list because that's a specialist doctor. To see a primary care doctor, that's free. We call them GPs. To see my primary care doctor out here, I think it's $40. I feel like it's $40, but I also have doctors on my app as well with my healthcare that I can have a 24/7 access to, and they can do prescriptions and stuff without having to ever see them. But if I want to see my doctor, I think it's like $40. UK, that's free, but dermatologist out here, again, you would pay for as a specialist, but you would be seen within a couple of weeks. In the UK, it could be over a year to be seen by specialists. And my son was 16 months on a wait list. My mum was 15 months on a wait list for a gynecologist. Extremely long wait list for specialists. Yeah, that's exactly true. Why do you make it seem like Florida's so much better? Living long-term wise, UK is better. That's your opinion, Sarah. I don't know if you've got personal experience by living long-term in both countries. I would say that for us, our life here is significantly improved compared to the UK, just based on our own personal experiences. But everyone's going to be different. Hi, Mags. Are the cars more expensive? I would say cars hold their value more out here. Your hair's so nice. Thank you. Thanks for the repost. What's Super Bowl? Super Bowl is the end of the NFL, American Football League. Some people are just happy being unhappy. I love your content. Thank you. Is living generally cheaper or more expensive? Based on everything, more expensive overall, but income is higher. Am I used to the money? What, dollars? Yeah. What's my favorite part of the Super Bowl? Well, not the first half. The first hour was a bit boring. The game ended here at midnight. Are you wearing a jumper? I've got a hoodie on, yes. Is there much crime where we're at? No. I specifically picked this area. It has a lower overall crime rating than where I lived in the UK. Why do people not keep their cars for long in the UK? Oh. In America, you can buy cars much easier out here. It's very common out here to have cars on finance. In the UK, it's not as common. There's a lot bigger resale, second-hand cars. There's a bigger market in the UK for that, I feel, than there is out here, which means that out here cars are more expensive. Are e-bikes allowed in Florida? I don't know. Duffy, thank you for the follow. Oh, my bag. Seattle's running game was your favorite bit, was it? I don't like running game. I think running game's boring. I like it when they throw. That's just me. Did I enjoy the performance? It was alright. The music was good. I didn't like that. I had no idea what he was saying the entire time. But the music was good. Everyone always asks that question, and it's always a political-based question. I never know why. Why is that got anything to do with politics? I just didn't know what the dude was saying. What time is it? It is 5:15. Hi from Scotland. I'm not really used to Fahrenheit yet, Jason. It's still a slow process. Oh, Jana, that's the only reason they ask those questions, is to start stuff. I know that. Do I miss Brit TV? No. Do I miss the BBC? No. Hi from South Africa. Hello. Yeah, last night's game was a bit boring, wasn't it? It was very slow. I don't mute anybody. My hands are here. I don't mute people and I don't block people. That's what my mods will do based on things that you say. That's not in my control. That's their control. They have that power. Doesn't the amount of commercials on American TV drive you insane? I remember it being so distracting. No, but that was the Super Bowl. Super Bowl's different. Super Bowl, people pay big bucks for that advertising. What drives me insane about the advertising in America is the drug advertising. It is not something that's allowed in England, but it is out here like crazy. Hi, Mal. Welcome to the States. I hope you get the most out of it. Thank you, Michael. You get the most out of things depending on how much you put into it. And me and my husband are putting our entire selves into this new life of ours, and hopefully it will reward us. It has already rewarded us, so. I'm watching you from Dubai. It's 2:15 a.m. What? Have I met any celebrities? Well, out here? No. I met celebrities working in London. I worked in Topshop Oxford Circus. I met a few celebs there. Spadey, I don't miss anything from the UK. You don't need a TV license. I think my kids will have a mixed accent, probably, Clara. I don't know yet. We have to wait and see what's going to happen. Hi, Big Blue. Do you miss not having a TV license? It wasn't even that big of a deal, people. It was literally $20 a month. It really wasn't a big deal. All of the drug commercials have a paragraph of side effects. I know, it's the most hilarious thing. But they say them. They say them out loud. Have I met other people who've moved from the UK to Florida? No. Apart from two older couples. who their friends were like, oh, you must meet because you're both British. And I'm like, okay. So I met them. But I don't go out of my way to find other British people. I've come here to assimilate into American life. You had to have a TV license to watch the TV in the UK. Yes, technically. They couldn't really get you if you didn't pay for it, but yeah, pretty much. Welcome to you and your family. Are we settling in? We are. Thank you so much. Have we had any damage due to crazy storms? No. We had more damage in the UK. We had our trampoline go flying and damage someone's roof. We lost plenty of our fencing in our military accommodation due to British storms. Nothing in Florida yet. You can fish in that if you want to. Why are you not reading my comments? It depends on what your comments are, my friend. I'm at uni in Knots and I never pay for TV licenses, just for live TV. Yes, if you don't have live TV, you're fine. Do you think you'll stay in that house? I have a feeling. When it rains and thunders, is it bad there? It's glorious. Daisy, thunderstorms are unbelievable out here in Florida. It's incredible. Have you got an orange right off the tree yet? No, I haven't. When you get back to the UK, what are you longing for? Nothing. I literally I'm not longing for anything. Can you travel in Florida without a car? It's probably not going to be as easy. There are some buses, but how much did you pay for moving? £14,500 to move from the UK to the US. Family of 4 and 3 dogs. I'm a subscriber. Cool. Thank you for subscribing. Why did you move to America with the political state of it? Political state of any country is not the reason why I would move there. I'd move there because that place offers me a better quality of life for me and for my children. And that's what we did. I'm so excited. I'm going for a comp from the UK all the way to Florida. Awesome. What kind of comp is it? Cheerleading? Gymnastics? What is the difference between the UK, England and Great Britain? It depends on what is included in it. There's the United Kingdom, then you've got, which is the United Kingdom, united of Scotland, Ireland, Northern Ireland, Wales and England. And then you've just got England. I don't know what Great Britain is. Maybe someone's gonna have to answer that question for me. It's currently 5:20. We're 5 hours behind. My house is going to be £400,000 to buy. Do you not think the political state interferes with your quality of life? If it does, then the quality of life here is drastically better. Not thinking and not talking anything political, quality of life here, higher income, lower taxes, better weather, overall better quality of life here compared to the UK. We've lived here, Patrick, for almost 7 months. Is everything cheaper in Florida? No. Things are more expensive, but income is higher. What did you do in the UK that's now different in the US? Everything. Everyday life. When will you ever go back to the UK? Probably not. Florida's more expensive than the UK overall, yes. Are you in double digits of flip-flops yet? Bong water? No, I think I maybe have 6 pairs of flip-flops. Hi, Paul. We're doing good. How are you? Do I have a kettle? Absolutely. It is warm here. It's lovely. That's the one thing that was very depressing in England is the state of the weather. You have to have 7. You have to have 1 pair for each day. Is housing cheaper? Housing is, you get much more for your money. How long will it take to become an American citizen? My husband will take 3 years. What do you think about ICE? Gabrielle Corbett. Do you know all of the things that they do? Except just what you see in the news? What's the process of moving here? Visa is how you get over here. You need to look at visas. You match the outfit to the flip-flops. I do. I have like light blue ones, I have green ones, I have red ones, I have black ones. Does any of your, wow, the comments keep going fast. Does any of your other side of the family live in Florida? No. My dad's side live in California. Is America like it is on TikToks? Some of it is probably, but some of it isn't. You've got to take everything with a pinch of salt. Mackenzie, they're also incredible. If you actually look at what they do, and what they have done, and how many thousands of children they've saved from trafficking as well. People don't talk about the positives of people. They only pick up on the awful negatives that have happened. They forget everything as a whole. When you talk about a community of people, and you judge it based on the 1%, you ignore the other 99%. And that's what happens with the media, unfortunately. Harriet, stay over there. Never come back. We don't want you here. Well, I wouldn't do anything based on what you say anyway, Harriet. I've got no idea who you are. but life is better here for us. So we are definitely staying here. Good news doesn't make good news. The media just ignores it all. Absolutely. We all know that. That should be what's taught in schools. Take everything on the media with a pinch of salt. You should have gone to Arizona. No, Florida's the one for us. Florida's the one. You seem to be better than average person. Thank you. Northeast Florida, South Jacksonville is where we are. Mean people suck. Bongwater, people are mean all the time to me. I think unfortunately nice people tend to get a lot of people hating on them. I don't know why. It's easier to be nice. I thought Jacksonville was the ghetto. I don't know if this is what you would consider the ghetto. How did you decide on choosing Florida as opposed to other states? We didn't. We did not sit there and go, which state should we move to? We said we're going to move to Florida, but we need to choose where in Florida. The temperature, it was 22 degrees Celsius not long ago. All you talk about is moving to Florida like no one asked, mate. You're in my life. I do have 138,000 followers. That's not a bad amount of people that actually like what I talk about. When we lived in Tampa, it was awful because of the rude people. In Tampa? Oh no. Why'd I move to America? Better quality of life. Very good. I've only got a couple minutes left because my phone battery's going to die. I would like to visit lots of other states. Your whole page is about moving to Florida. Why wouldn't you talk about it? I know these things. Is your whole family in the US now? By my whole family, I mean me and my husband and my 2 children. And my 3 dogs. Which country do I like more? America. Using AI is crazy. What's crazy? Trump is not in my garden, people. I don't like any politicians. Are you doing beauty in the US? I'm not at the minute, no. Driving didn't bother you. But driving was a bit weird at first. The image. Why can I not use ChatGPT to create me something? Crazy. Are you unemployed? Well, that makes more sense. Why does it matter what I thought of the performance at the Super Bowl? Why is everyone so desperate to know what I thought of the Super Bowl performance? I'm genuinely curious. I've had probably 50 questions today on that exact topic. People claim AI these days when someone looks good without makeup. I love the backyard. My backyard's lovely. Healthcare is pretty good. But I don't understand why they want to start drama about what's the drama? Why is it it's just a Super Bowl. It's just a Super Bowl halftime. Like, of all the stuff happening in the world, that is nothing. I did nails. What brand did I use? I used a brand called Ink London. Made in the EU, not in China. Am I ready for warmer days? Yes. I love your content, by the way. I'm not hating. Thank you, Alfie. I didn't feel like you were hating. Did I like this? I always like the Super Bowl. Football's cool. Did I know Jeffrey Epstein? What an interesting question. Yes. He was my friend. Of course I didn't. It is Alfie. It is difficult. Ink London's great though. Very low HEMA rating as well. Very low HEMA percentage, which is what's causing issues with the gel bottle in the UK. Don't use the gel bottle. Oh, did you watch Kid Rock, Maggie? I didn't. I didn't know what channel all that was on. Welcome to America, where most people priorities are backwards. I disagree. I haven't been live in ages. I've been busy with school. I haven't had time. Hi, hey, thank you for being here. Right, I've got to head off. My battery's going to die. Magpie's good. Magpie's not bad. Try Ink London. Ink London's good. Right, I've got to head off. If you haven't already, please go press that follow button at the top of the screen, and then press that subscription button down here on the bottom of YouTube. It's good to see you guys. I like doing the afternoon lives every now and again. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday, and I'll see you first thing tomorrow morning. I go live every morning on YouTube and on TikTok at Brits.inthesunshinestate. Same name on both accounts. So I will see you guys first thing tomorrow morning on either account that you watch. Have a very good evening, and I will see you